Better together, building social skills and language through play. The concept of facilitating language and social skills with an extremely diverse group of preschoolers is a challenging and daunting task daily for all staff. Our Better Together program design will minimize this impact, especially for our instructional assistant staff, through the creation of play bags focused on pretend play with built-in differentiated guidance and coaching opportunities to strengthen staff skills and ease facilitation of language and social skills with our extremely diverse group of learners on a daily basis. It is well known that early language development is critical for the acquisition of literacy skills, general academic achievement, and the social and emotional well-being that comes from being able to communicate. Better Together, building social skills and language through play has been inspired by a recent collaboration of speech pathologists, education specialists, general education teacher, and students. We've also consulted with Cal State University Fullerton faculty in regards to effective inclusive strategies. Enjoy this video of play in action.
It's a cornfield. Yep. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We must move through
cornfield.
Let's go.
We're going this way, Jameson. We're falling around. Push the wheel. Go through the cornfield. Run!
As you can see, students are engaged in their learning through play, social interactions, and language development. Play bags will be themed and provide language guidance with differentiation of instruction, of activity prompts, questions, and modeling of play. And it will demonstrate increased student learning outcomes, facilitation of language, and play for staff. So what's in a play bag? A variety of materials will be found within play bags that will fit within our theme boxes that will be shared amongst pods as well as classrooms. Within each theme bag and play bag, we will have differentiated materials to best meet the needs of all of our learners, their diverse needs as far as social skills and language acquisition. Meeting the diverse needs of ECLC. Our school population highlights the unique needs as you see here. We believe that it takes the entire instructional team to meet the diverse needs of students, and as such, all staff and students will be positively impacted by the outcomes of this grant. An important way to ensure high-quality, inclusive learning environments is to provide differentiated learning to the typical activities and curricula. These simple adjustments ensure all students are engaged and participating in learning in ways in which they can access and benefit from learning opportunities presented. Although our teachers are trained explicitly in differentiation, our support staff are not. This grant will allow us to train all classroom staff, roughly 75 members, in a strategy that can be implemented daily, and this strategy can be set into motion immediately and naturally will sustain over time. Theme bags can and will continue to be enhanced or expanded upon based on student needs and interest. Our project goals and criteria is to increase student engagement in learning, increase student language and social skills, and confidence in learning, staff capacity to meet unique and diverse student needs, provide relevant and engaging curricula, provide differentiated approaches and materials, strengthen student learning outcomes as measured by the DRDP, and strengthen facilitation of language and play for staff. Our Better Together social facilitation will have 4 main components: pretend play, play bags, coaching, and the impact. Play is essential to early learning, and sustained pretend play is not something adults typically engage in. Classroom staff often have a hard time accessing play, language, and social skill ideas day after day. Our play bags will be linked to the Preschool Learning Foundations and provide differentiated approaches to teaching and learning. By using our existing STEM IPSF funded theme-based kits that are rotated monthly to classroom pods, we are able to intentionally enhance the learning opportunities for all students and increase staff capacity to deliver differentiated instruction by adding in our play bags as a natural extension and enhancement to learning. Once established, the play bags become a regular component of instruction and can be expanded to meet the diverse learning needs yearly. We will provide teacher release time to support coaching and modeling and observations for our play bags in action. Teachers will learn the basics of facilitation and strengthen their skills while practicing social interaction and language acquisition for students. We will use the DRDP as our pre and post data to determine student outcomes and growth in the areas of language and social emotional skill development. Our play bags will be shared into pots and they will be rotated to each classroom weekly and then generalized into the pod for a greater diverse inclusive practices on the fourth week and then rotated to a different pod the next month. Our process and outcomes will be to gather data and have our site coaches support current and new staff who are implementing the play bags to meet the student needs. Our PLC teams will use the data and evaluate the needs, set goals for our current year as well as next year. Sustainability of play bags and coaching over time will come from site funds as needed. It is important to remember all children need differentiated instruction, not only those with special learning needs. Thank you for your consideration, and we can't wait to get started and get to playing.